Hey everybody, listen. Um, I'm not sure if I'm going to leave this video up, but if I do, understand that you're not going to be able to see the live stream chat for like 14 hours after I've already finished this live stream. Okay? So if you're looking for it and it doesn't show up, that's the reason. But anyway, the reason I'm doing this video, okay, it's a couple of reasons. First, I'm going to talk about some current news stories that have, things that have happened that connect to this Elvis Trump puzzle. And also, uh, I want to make sure you guys know that, let me tell you what happened, okay? That, you need to go watch my main channel, okay? If you're not going to watch that main channel, you're missing out on a bunch of good videos that I'm loading up there because I'm doing a lot of live streams over there also. And there's also videos I loaded over there that I'm not loading over here. Okay? So you need to go watch. Hold on. Hold on. What the hell? What the hell's going on out there? Sorry. There's like either the police or the firemen are going down the streets. I don't know what they're saying. I can't understand what they're saying. Does it have something to do with Santa coming or something? Because I think every year they do a Santa Claus thing. Maybe that's what it is. Anyway, I got distracted, man. I feel like starting over again. Anyway, so could you guys hear that? Can somebody tell me if they could hear anything in the background? Not now, but a minute ago. Can somebody give me some feedback? Oh, yeah. So you guys couldn't even hear it. So I was just trying to figure out what the policemen and the firemen were saying, whatever the heck it was. I guess it was because I guess they tell that maybe Santa's coming or something. I don't know. Whatever he was babbling about. Anyway, so look, on this backup channel and my other backup channel, what happened was I did not load part 2 and part 3 of the Beast videos. Okay, you got to watch those videos if you missed it, okay? Because I didn't load it on the backup channels. Okay, so go to my main channel, watch part 2 and part 3 of the Beast, uh, watch all the live streams that you missed. Okay, because I'm telling you, there's incredible information that you need to see. Okay, before I start this uh, video right here. Okay, and I don't know how long I'm going to keep this video up, but like I said, I'm just going to talk about some things that have happened recently, and maybe you guys can bring up stuff that I might have missed. You know what I mean? Okay, so what's happened recently? Okay, obviously we talked about this a few times that Brittany Griner was released, and I told you why this creature is important to this puzzle is because like I'm gonna get to the new stuff, right? That happened in the last couple of days, but uh, so there it is. That's the Santa. Merry Christmas, he's gone. You know you're in a ghetto area when you have Santa going through it. What in the heck? Anyway. Anyway, so That's right, Elvis in the ghetto, and his mama cried. Anyway, uh, what was I doing? Oh, the Brittany Griner. That's right. So you know why this Brittany Griner, why this creature was used? Yeah, it does sound like an ice cream truck that was going by, but it was actually Santa, and he's on like some moving sleigh or something. I don't know. Anyway, so this Brittany Griner creature, the reason this creature was used is because the creature played for the number 42, I mean, for the Phoenix Mercury, because I told you Elvis is the Phoenix. He's the beast out of the sea. He is the Kraken. He is the serpent, okay? He's the goat. Anyway, so Elvis is the Phoenix, and Elvis died at the age of 42. Washington's the 42nd state. Seattle is in King County, which I mean King County where Washington is. Seattle's in Washington. Seattle's in King County. Elvis is known as the king, and anyway, so Washington's the 42nd state. Elvis died at the age of 42, and Brittany Griner wore the number 42 on the Phoenix Mercury. Okay, so this is the reason why Brittany Griner was used for this monstrous charade. I mean, can you imagine all the stuff that they went through, letting Russia, hold on, and then swap the creature for some arms dealer? I mean, can you imagine? What they're trying to tell you is they're letting you know that there's some kind of, like I said, we've been talking about this, that it's a possibility that it could be, a nuke attack, and then somehow the water engulfs, and sinks parts of, King County in Washington, Seattle. Anyway, so and like I said, the creature wore the number 42, like I said, and the creature was sentenced on 8/4, August 4th. It was sentenced to jail time, and now it's released, obviously, and from here to watch this. Let me tell you. When was Brittany Griner born?
October 18th, 1990. According to Wikipedia.
So the creature's born on October 18th. You know what that is? From Elvis's birthday, January 8th, to Brittany Griner's birthday is 9 months, 11 days. If you put it into the calculator, it will be 9 months, 11 days. Okay? I'm not sure if it's with including the day or not including, but whatever, it's 9 months, 11 days. I know that much. Okay, so that's another to from Elvis's birthday to Brittany Griner's birthday. And notice it's got the same numbers because Elvis had an identical twin that died at birth. He was born on 1/8, and Brittany Griner's birthday is 10/18. It's the same numbers, kind of 1/18, 1/8, because there was two of them born on 1/8. What else here? I'm just shooting through this stuff real quick here. From the day the creature was sentenced to the day the creature was released, it was 4 months, 4 days, or 4 months, 5 days. And I told you Trump is the 44, 45 president. So 4 months, 4 days, 4 months, 5 days since the sentencing date to the day the creature was released. And of course, from Elvis's death date, August 16, 1977, to the day the creature was released, it was 45 years, 3 months, and 22 days. And I told you Elvis is the skull and bones. So it's a 3 months, 22 days. But it's 45 years also, because Elvis has been dead 45 years, and Trump is the 45th president, right? And from June 11th, because June 11th is the day Seattle's going to get struck, right? Something spectacular is going to happen in Seattle next year. So from June 11th to the day the creature was released, it's 181 days. And the 42nd prime number is 181. Listen, folks, I could be showing you index cards, but I didn't prepare for this. I'm doing this on the spur of the moment just to give the people on the backup channel something to watch if they're not watching my main channel, and to tell them to go and watch my main channel for the videos that they're missing, because they're missing out on a lot of videos because I'm doing a lot of live streams over there that I'm not putting up here. So are you guys following this, or are you guys tuning out? Because there's only 16 people in the chat. It was 17, now it's 16. People are leaving. All right. We got one person who's paying attention. What happened to the other 16? 15 people. Oh, wow. I'm losing people every minute. Thank you, Jesus. All the lukewarm. See you later. Anyway, so the creature was released to a person named it was swapped for a person named Victor Boot. Victor Boot. And that dude's initials VB. That's 22, and B is the second letter, so it's 222. What else? And that Boot character was born on 1/13/1967. Not that that means anything. I mean, there is some connections, but I don't want to get into that. What else here? And they're pronouncing it boot, even though it's spelled B-O-U-T, I guess. I don't know. But boot, remember I told you Italy looks like a boot? And the word Italy is Elvis in gematria. Gematria equals Elvis. I mean, Italy equals Elvis in gematria. Yeah, there's so much more I could show folks on this, but it's just it's like mindless, tedious information that is probably not worth talking about. You remember I was telling you that from the day Elvis died, August 16th, to the day that Britney was released, it's 3 months and 22 days in between. It's 16 weeks and 2 days, and I told you that's the 162nd day of the year is June 11th. That's another. See, if there was people commenting and they wanted to talk about something else, I would talk about it. I'm just here showing you just things that have happened recently, and just to tell you guys to go watch my main channel. That's the only reason I'm here. Okay. Anyway, so what else? Hold on, folks. So I'm getting the Brittany Griner stuff out of the way. So just basically the whole point is that Brittany Griner was only used because the creature wore the number 42 on the Phoenix team. Okay? Elvis is the Phoenix out of Washington, because Washington is the 42nd state and Elvis died at the age of 42. Okay, now, so have you seen, let's see, let me show this first. Hold on. Nope, that ain't it. Where is it? I'm going the wrong way. Sorry. Here it is. So, so I guess I thought he released this a long time ago, but did this just get released or something? This Trump cards? Whatever the hell. Look at this. He's got Trump Trump cars or whatever the hell it is, and it's like a superhero version. Maybe he had cards before, but it wasn't superhero kind. Anyway, he's selling them. Look, it says Trump selling $99 trading cards. Look at that, the 99, which is the, upward 66. It's already sold out? You gotta be kidding me. Anyway, so let's just look at a couple of them. Let's see what he's got going here. What a... can you imagine? Look, folks, if you don't understand that there's no way a guy who was seriously, trying to be, trying to get the world to love him would do this. I think what he's doing is he's just like making fun right now. And then when he gets his head wound, then it's all going to be business. You get what I'm trying to say? That he's just doing all of this, to clown himself, CLOWN, clown. He's just messing around. All right. This is a joke. What has he got? Look at this. What in the hell? Look at that one. What in the heck? Anyway. So, like I said, I don't know what this dude's up to. Where was the other thing that I had? Let's see. Was it this one? Yeah, I'll talk about that in a moment. Anyway, so yeah, I appreciate it. Yeah, I appreciate everybody. Even though we only have 19 people, that's okay. I told you folks, this information that I'm putting out there for the people, I told you, you have to have spiritual eyes and spiritual ears to hear this message, okay? And this video, I'm not saying is anything good, but just in general, when you look at how many people are actually watching my videos, and again, I told you that they'll all be back, folks. So the people who are sticking here around, you'll see that what's going to happen in the end when they all come back. All of them, they're going to be rushing back to the channel. Anyway, so what else is going on? Sorry. And by the way, instead of trading, when they made the prisoner swap, Brittany Griner for that arms dealer, Victor Boot, instead of going after, instead of trading for Paul Whelan, who's an American citizen being held for all this time, for a few years or something, he's been held up. I don't remember what he was doing there. The guy, he was just some businessman or something. And his initials PW is 1623. And why is that important? Because I told you that anytime you see the 162 or 163, 162, whatever, his initials are PW 1623, because June 11th is the 162nd day of the year, and on leap year it's 163. So it's the 16263. So this has the combination of that, 1623. Okay, now, just to give you another example of the PW, guess who had the initials PW that died? Paul Walker, remember him? Which connects again to George Walker Bush, George Herbert Walker Bush, the two Bushes, and Joaquin Phoenix. You understand the walking part, even though it's Joaquin, but it sounds like walking. Okay, but anyway, the point I'm trying to make is Paul Walker had the PW, and he died mysteriously. And guess where he was born or died? Let's see, because I know. I just want you guys. Where did Paul Walker die?
According to All That's Interesting, Fast and Furious star Paul Walker was just 40 years old when he died in a car accident in Santa Clarita, California on November 30th, 2013.
Well, he died in a place that had the Satan in it, but it's Satan with a CC, Santa Clarita, California. But forget about that. Um, um, where was Paul Walker born? Listen.
Glendale, California.
That's where I'm born. That's where I live. I mean, I'm not born there. I live here in Glendale, California. So Paul Walker. Oh, let's find out when he was born. When was Paul Walker born? September 12th, 1973. And his brother, Cody Walker, was born June 13th. That's one day before Trump's birthday, June 14th. Paul Walker's born one day after 9/11. Anyway, look, folks, I'm just throwing stuff out here. If you guys have something better to talk about, like I said, we can talk about it. What else? Man, there was something else I was going to say about this. Yeah, I'll give you another one. You know, remember I told you about the Masked Singer, right? And on the Masked Singer, how they had a Phoenix reference to Bruce Jenner, which connects to the Armenian connection to the Kardashians, which connects to me because I'm Armenian. And Bruce Jenner is born on October 28th, which is the day the Space Needle was, which is the day that Elvis took the needle on live television, which is Bill Gates' birthday. Bill Gates is born in Seattle. You understand? It's all connected. All right. And Bruce Jenner, who is Caitlyn Jenner, whatever, transformation, because Elvis transforms into an angel of light. You understand? So Bruce Jenner, who is Caitlyn Jenner, was the Phoenix on the Masked Singer. Okay. And the Bruce Jenner, Caitlyn Jenner's born on October 28th. And I told you the costume the person was wearing on the Masked Singer was the Phoenix. The Joaquin Phoenix is born on October 28th. Besides Elvis taking the needle. So you have a Phoenix connection to Joaquin Phoenix being born October 28th, Elvis taking the needle October 28th, Bill Gates October 28th, and that was the day Elvis took the needle. Bill Gates born in Seattle, and the Masked Singer were all these names I can't remember them now. Where Caitlyn Jenner was wearing the Phoenix uniform. And the reason I'm bringing that up because there was a other one on the Masked Singer who was playing the serpent. And I told you, Elvis is the Phoenix. Elvis is the serpent. Elvis is the goat. Elvis is the beast out of the sea. Elvis is the Kraken. And who was playing the serpent? Who had the serpent mask? It was a person named Dr. Elvis, some stupid singing doctor. You see? It's connected to Elvis, the serpent. And the Phoenix was the Caitlyn Jenner, right? And the reason I'm bringing the Masked Singer up is because the last season just finished of the Masked Singer, the winners were a group. It was a horrible, singing, horrible, everything. The whole show was horrible. You know who won it? It was a band called Wilson Phillips. They were under this 3 rats or something, right? 3 mouses or some costume. A bunch of rats. Wilson Phillips, which is the PW again. WPPW, get it? Prisoner of War, POW. The PW with a crown. Listen, Is anyone here completely, utterly confused about what I'm talking about? Um, is there anybody here who's following what I'm saying? Can I get some feedback, folks? I mean, I can't believe I got 20 people in the chat. Now, one of them, oh, there's one. Okay. Okay, I appreciate that. There's two people. Anybody else following where I'm going with all of this? Anyway, so and here's another PW to look out for is Pharrell Williams, and he's born in 73. The Paul Walker was born in 73. Pharrell Williams is the PW, and he's born on 4/5. So he's got the 45 connection to Trump, too. So that's one to look out for. This Pharrell Williams, whoever the hell he is. I think he's some entertainer or singer. Um, okay, now, where am I going with this? Oh, here's something. Oh, I think I'm going to have to save this one. Yeah, unfortunately, folks, I can't give this one out. This is coming in the future. Why did I have this in there? Stupid. I cannot show this, sorry. Okay, so let's talk about something else while I cover that up. Okay, so and listen, to the people who are promoting my channel, God bless you, appreciate it. I mean, just for trying, whether it works or not, nobody, it never works anyway. Very rarely, but it's still worth it. If we can just get one person to come to the chat, then you've done good. Anyway, so okay, now there was another person that died named Grant Wall. He's some journalist who went parading around in one of those rainbow T-shirts to make a statement, even though he's a married man. And you remember what I tell you in certain cases. You remember, like let's use Michael Jackson, for example, or Prince or whatever. Prince transforms, if you understand what I'm saying. They say he died, but you know what we think, that maybe he turned into his sister. Do you get it? Prince all of a sudden has a sister out of nowhere, But anyway, the point I'm trying to make is that this Grant Wall that supposedly died, and he was had to do with him being a journalist over there in Qatar during the soccer World Cup, and he supposedly had a brain aneurysm. I don't remember how he died. Was it a brain aneurysm? Can somebody hold on? Let's find out. How did Grant Wall die?
According to CNN, in an episode of the podcast Football with Grant Wall, published days before his death on December 6th, he had complained of feeling unwell.
When did Grant Wall die? He died December 10th. So he died on 12/10, this Grant Wall. What did Grant Wall die from?
Undetected aortic aneurysm.
So it has something to do with the head, right? Isn't that what an aneurysm is? Anyway, so the only thing I could come up with on this guy, let me tell you the only thing I came up with, besides his name having the wall in it, and, because anything with like that Walmart or Trump building a wall. And here, because this is a good time to bring the GW. GW is his initials, which is George Washington. Okay, and that there's other connections too, but that's it for that. I mean, the GW connection. Now, what else we got here? I'm trying to read my writing because I told you I didn't rewrite anything on my index cards. I usually write them nice and neat when I'm going to show it, but everything I'm doing right now is on the spur of the moment, folks. Okay, let me just tell you this real quick. And remember, I just connected Grant Wall to the GW to George Washington, right? And I told you the Seattle's in Washington. And you know that the Space Needle, if you write the words Space Needle into the gematria calculator, it'll equal 89 on the top in the first row of my calculator. It'll equal 89 and 44 in the second row. So from Washington's original birthday, February 11th, 1731, to the day that Grant Wall was born is 89,044. I'm just saying, what is the chance of that, those numbers, coming together? From Washington's original birthday, back in 1731 on 2/11, which is the 42nd day of the year, 2/11, to the day that Grant Wall was born, 12/8/1974, it's 89,044 days, 89044. And Space Needle equals 8944. What else? And Washington died in the month of December. So this guy also supposedly died 4 days before Washington's death date. Washington's death date was 12/14. He died on 12/10. They're saying. And let me tell you this: from Grant Wall's, from August 4th, because Trump's going to get his head wound on August 4th. From August 4th, the day Trump gets his head wound, to the day this Grant Wall was born on 12/8, it's 4 months and 5 days. So there's your 45 connection. Okay. And what else? And this Grant Wall is married. Remember, I told you, if you see the person, I don't want to show the person's image, but if you see the person, there's something fishy. You understand what I'm saying? I'm just saying he looks like he's a very good dancer, if you know what I'm saying. Anyway, and to all you dudes who know how to dance well, good for you. But anyway, so he's married before he died, which I told you he's going to be transforming, if you know what I'm saying. Before he died, before he died, he was married. At the time of his death, he was married to a doctor who CNN would broadcast all the time about the the sickness has been going around. The doctor's name is Celine Gounder. You know, like a gown you wear? It sounds like that. Gounder. And it's a doctor, Dr. Gounder. And the doctor was born in 1977, the year Elvis died. So I'm just saying, I thought that's interesting that he's married to a TV doctor. I'm sure that was an arranged marriage. Okay, what else? I think that's it for that story. Okay, what else is going on? So somebody named Mike Leach. Mike Leach, Leach. He died at the age of 61 years old, and next year the Space Needle turns 61 years old. Okay, and he died on 12/12. And by the way, the 12th prime number is 37, which is the EL. So that's not a coincidence that Washington died in the EL month, because 12th prime number is 37. So at 12/12, the guy died, this Mike Leach. And I'll tell you why he's important in a minute. He's a nobody. I didn't know. I don't even know who he is, you know. Um, uh, so, so he dies on 12/12. What else? Uh, Man, I don't feel like rewriting this. You're probably not gonna be able to see this. Like I said, this is all just scribble. Look at this this is like what do they call it when you're a rough draft of all the things that I am I gonna, that I'm gonna write. I just scribble stuff first. So let me just show you something. The reason I'm bringing this, you'll see why I'm bringing him up in a moment, because there's a connection to Elvis. But where am I? So he was born on 3/9/61. And to Elvis's death date, it's 1645. And I told you that Trump's the 45th president, and June 14th is 45.21%. And Elvis is born in the first month, Trump's born in the 6th month. So you have the 1/6 connection, the insurrection connection. To Abraham Lincoln was the 16th president, first president to die. 45 is the Trump connection. And June 14th is 45.21%. And over here it's 16 years, 5 months, 7 days. The 88th prime is 4:57 on the clock. On a clock, like a clock. The 16th hour is 4 o'clock and 57, 4:57. 16:57 is 4:57. The 88th prime is 4:57. You see, I'm going a long way for this. I don't know what the hell, This wasn't meant for you guys to see, I told you I'm doing things on the spur of the moment. I'm being lazy, let's put it that way. Because folks, you don't need, I'm overwhelmed, man. You have no idea what I'm going through. Anyway, the reason that this guy's important is he was the Mississippi football coach. And I told you Elvis was born in Mississippi. So I'm just, that's another connection. Where was football coach Mike Leach born?
Susanville, California. According to Wikipedia.
What the hell? No, they gave me Mike. What the hell's going on here? Oh, he was the Mississippi football coach. I'm sorry, he wasn't born in Mississippi. Is that what I said? Was Mike Leach the Mississippi football coach?
According to Wikipedia, Michael Charles Leach was an American football coach who primarily coached at the NCAA Division I FBS level.
Yeah, he was the last team he coached was the Mississippi State Bulldogs. Yeah, that's why I got confused. He wasn't born in Mississippi. He coached the Mississippi football team until his death. And I don't think the season was over yet, right? I don't know. I don't pay attention to sports, And yeah, just like this. It says 2 days ago, Mississippi State names Zach Arnett to replace Mike Leach. Let's see who Zach Arnett is. When was Coach Zach Arnett born?
September 10th, 1986,
Ooh,
according
close.
to some information I found on Wikipedia.
That's a close call. September 10th. All right. Anyway, so that was a pointless thing to show. That was a worthless, all that for nothing. So I got 2 more things that I'm gonna end the video. So basically, the reason I'm doing this video, the next 2 things are okay, but the reason I'm doing this video is to make sure that I tell you guys, go and watch my main channel, because that's where I'm doing all my live streams that I can't put here, and it's got a lot of good information. Okay, you shouldn't miss those videos. And also, I did a part one of the Beast videos that I did load on this channel that you're watching now, and also my other backup channel. But I didn't load part two and part three. So if you want to watch part two of the Beast, which you should, and part three of the Beast, which you definitely should, all three of them, go and watch it on my main channel, because I didn't load part two and three here, plus all the other live streams, okay, that you should watch also that you missed. Um, um, and also, how do you get to my main channel? All you have to do is type into the YouTube search Jurassic Liars Elvis Seattle. Okay? Type in Jurassic Liars Elvis Seattle into the YouTube search, and it'll come up as the first channel on that. All right, but you have to put all four of those words: Jurassic Liars Elvis Seattle. Make sure you subscribe and hit the notification button, all button. All right, now the last two things. I just find it very interesting that I don't see most of you who don't even know. If you ever watch Good Morning America or something, yeah, let's find out who this dude is. Who is T.J. Holmes?
According to Wikipedia, Lutellius Holmes Jr. is an American journalist and national television personality.
He was an anchor and correspondent on CNN first, and then he spent 5 years at the network anchoring CNN Saturday and Sunday morning, but he was on Good Morning America, his last job. Yeah, GMA, Good Morning America. Anyway, so supposedly he was having a work relationship with a coworker, you know. And the coworker's name is Amy Robach. So this is a nonsense story, but remember what I told you. Anything connected to Elvis's death date, because Elvis died in 1977, just like why Kanye's in the news, why Tom Brady's in the news, just like that Grant Wall's wife, who was born in 1977. The Grant Wall, the journalist who died, right? So this T.J. Holmes dude, let's find out. When was T.J. Holmes born?
August 19th, 1977. According to Wikipedia,
so
Lutellius...
August 19th is the upside down August 16th. You know, because the 16, 19, you can reverse it, right, the 9. And August 19th is also Bill Clinton's birthday. And I told you that, I don't want to get into that because you need to go watch that. Maybe at the end of the video, I'll tell you why that's important. But August 19th, Bill Clinton's born. But this guy's born August 19th, 1977, the year Elvis died. And he died this guy was born 3 days after Elvis died. Okay? And where was this guy born? This T.J. Holmes. Where was T.J. Holmes born?
West Memphis, Arkansas. According to Wikipedia...
He's not born in where Elvis was born, but he's got the Memphis connection. Elvis died in Memphis. You see what I'm saying? This guy's born in West Memphis, Arkansas, but Elvis died in Memphis, Tennessee. I'm just saying, folks, just ask yourself, what is this? Like, what does this mean? Why all these coincidences, you know? Listen, to this creature named Irene, why do you keep coming back to the channel and saying the same stupid stuff when you know that I don't know who the hell you are and you don't know who I am, creature? So stop lying. I always try to be nice to you, but all you do is troll the chat. Why can't you? And you say you're like 90 years old? There's no way. I don't believe you. You're just a troll. Tell everybody how old you are, Irene. There's a troll in the chat. Always keeps coming back. Anyway, and yeah, and of course, the number one important thing is that Elvis, the year that Elvis died, is the year that Seattle Slew won the Triple Crown on June 11th. Think about how unbelievable that is. The ritual of Seattle being destroyed or whatever the hell is going to happen has already happened. The ritual at the age of 42. And, Washington's the 42nd state. Elvis died at the age of 42. That year, Seattle Slew won the Triple Crown in horse racing. And horse racing is known as the sport of kings. Elvis is known as the king, and Seattle's in King County. So just ask yourself, in what realm of possibility could all these things, not in this video, I'm talking about just the Elvis connections that I've been showing over the years. Forget this video. And Triple Crown is one of the most prestigious races in horse racing, where you have to win 3 races back to back, within like a month time, so it's very hard to do. Only like 13 horses, I think, have done it. Man, I can't breathe. Someone's saying the Queen's Silver Jubilee year was 1977. I didn't know that. Man, I can't breathe all of a sudden. So what else we got? And I told you that the guy, that TJ Holmes guy, the reporter, is 45 years old, just like Elvis is 45 years dead, and Trump is the 45th president. Okay. Now, the last thing I'm going to show. I did want to show one other thing, that Russell Wilson, the quarterback, he got some kind of concussion. So I don't know nothing about this story. I didn't look into it. I could care less. But he was always in the news, and he played for Seattle, that quarterback, at one time, not now. Now he plays for Cleveland. And I told you that Cleveland is in Ohio. So you see what I'm saying? Everything connects, because I told you Trump's going to get his head wound on August 4th in Ohio. And Cleveland is the 216 area code. Do you get it? Did Russell Wilson get a concussion?
According to NFL.com, early in the fourth quarter of Sunday's loss to Kansas City, Wilson's head was slammed to the ground on a scramble. Cameras showed a sizable welt on Wilson's head. The concussion halted Wilson.
So yeah, it says Broncos rule out quarterback Russell Wilson after concussion. Wait a minute. So Denver? He's playing with Denver now? I'm totally confused. I thought he played for Cleveland. So just now what I said about Cleveland, I take that back. He doesn't play for Cleveland. Did he ever play for Cleveland? Did Russell Wilson ever play for Cleveland?
Showing pictures that match.
Oh, you know what? I got confused because the Broncos wear orange, and I thought the Cleveland has those same colors. Yeah, that's why I got confused. See, I told you I don't watch football that much anymore. Very rarely. Anyway, so I take that back about the Cleveland connection. Forget about that. He plays for the Denver Broncos. Pay attention. So he plays for the Denver Broncos. DB is 4'2", which is a 42 connection to Elvis in Washington. And he's born on November 29th. Oh, that's what it is. I knew there was a connection to Ohio. Here it is. Where was Russell Wilson born?
Cincinnati. According to Wikipedia.
Cincinnati, Ohio. That's why I got confused. I knew there was something to him connecting to Ohio. He was born at the Christ Hospital in Cincinnati. Oh, here's the other part that I missed. I knew there was an 8-4 connection. It says, early life and background. Wilson was born at the Christ Hospital in Cincinnati and grew up in Richmond, Virginia. What is Richmond, Virginia area code?
Area code 804.
You see?
According to
There's your 8-4. He got a concussion. Listen, that's just a listen. Let me tell you guys something. That's just a coincidence. Because in football, you can get a concussion, folks. Don't think that I don't. I'm not stupid. There is coincidences that happen, but you know, when you look at everything I've shown, you know, a lot of the stuff's not coincidence, but that particular thing is coincidence. But I'm just showing you how the Matrix is revealing stuff. You know, that he gets a concussion. He's born in Ohio, and he's grew up in the 804 area code of Virginia, Richmond. Do you understand what I'm saying? And he actually did play for Seattle at one time, not for Cleveland. Is everybody following me here? Yeah, I talked about all the, yeah, I made a mistake only about the Cleveland thing. Everything else is correct. Uh, uh, and, but Cleveland is the 216 area code. But anyway, yeah, I've talked about the beast earthquake. I mean, the beast quake has to have to do with the running back on Seattle. I've talked about all that. Make sure you go watch those videos. Okay, what else? I think that's it. So there's this last thing I'm going to talk about, which I talked about in my other live stream the other day, but I just, you know, said it real quickly. I thought it was very interesting that this dude right here. Let me show you the. What am I trying to do? So this dude right here, he was a dancer on a show called So You Think You Can Dance. He was the runner-up, and his name he goes by is Stephen Twitch Boss. And look, he's got the W, big W right there, you see? SW is Seattle, Washington. But anyway, what I'm trying to say is he's got the W for the witch thing. But what's important is he committed suicide using a GUN to the head. Okay? He got a head wound, if you know what I'm saying, all right? And I told you Trump's going to get a head wound. And do you know what they used to call this guy? They used to, because he was a DJ on the Ellen show, the Ellen. You understand? He was a DJ on the Ellen show, DJ Twitch. Look at those initials, DJT, Donald John Trump. You see? Do you get it? Yeah, and Stephen means crown. That's right. I forgot. The good catch, yeah. Stephen means crown, yeah. And so you see those initials? I guess that's just another coincidence that a guy who has everything going for him, he's got kids, a wife that loves him, you know, just all of a sudden, you know, he's all happy 24 hours a day, is just going to off himself for no reason. All right, folks. Anyway, let me just tell you where the other connection. Yeah, to the people who are saying they're going to watch my videos, I appreciate it. God bless all of you. Anyway, so what's important here is that this guy, this Twitch guy, I just gave you the other connection now, because I told you everything connects to both predictions a lot of times, to Elvis and Trump. When was DJ Twitch born?
On September 29th, 1982. According to
so he's born, forget about the date, it's the year. 1982 is the connection to Seattle, because Seattle on my gematria calculator equals 8219. 8219, the reduced number of the word Seattle. So it's 8219, and he was born in 1982. It's just backwards, the numbers. Um, so that's one connection. And they said, um, check this out. I'm trying to think here. Oh, and he died one day before George Washington's death date of 1214. And but we didn't hear about the story until the 14th. We didn't even hear about it on the 13th. We heard about it on the 14th. So he actually died on the 14th. And I just told you that Seattle's in Washington. Washington's death date is 1214, and he's connected to the Seattle, you know, because of his year 1982, the year he's born. And if you guys have been watching my videos, oh, you don't know. Uh, I mean, for the people who haven't seen the live stream that I did the other day about Washington, I had told you that that George Washington, his full name equals 187, and the day he died, December 14th. If you put December 14th into the gematria calculator, that equals 187. If you put his original birthday, which is February 11th, which happens to be the 42nd day of the year, you put February 11th into the gematria calculator, that equals 187. So you have February 11th equaling 187, George Washington equaling 187, and his death date, December 14th, equaling 187. And 187 in police lingo is murder. Okay? Do you understand? And from Elvis's death date, August 16th, 1977, to the year this guy died, to the year this guy was born, to the exact date, September 29th, 1982, from Elvis's death date to the day this Twitch guy was born, the numbers are 1870. So 187 with a crown. Okay? Do you get it? Now, the other connection, the other connection is the hotel room that this guy, supposedly he went to some motel called the Oak Tree Inn. This is gonna be the end of the video, folks. He went to the Oak Tree Inn to do this deed that he did, okay, where he gave himself a head wound and is no longer around. The address for this motel, hotel, whatever you want to call it, was 17448. 17448 was the address, okay? And this is the last connection I'm going to show. So like I said, this guy, he was on a show where he danced on a contest and he came second. That's how he got famous. And then from there, he went to the Ellen show and became the DJ on the show. That's why you get the DJ Twitch, DJ T, Donald John Trump. And he got a head wound, this guy. You get it? Anyway, so the address where he got the head wound is 17448. And if you put, this is the last thing I'm going to show. If you put the words Seattle and Manhattan into the calculator, you put Seattle, Manhattan into the calculator, look at the numbers. 17448. That's the address for that hotel. 17448. And the year that it happened was 2022, right? Just the other day. 222 right there. You know, and the only reason I just knew that because I knew that what it equaled and I remembered it. That's the only reason, you know. And Trump, by the way, is going to get his head wound on 8/4, and then 4 days later on 8/8 make a comeback. And remember, Ohio's the 17th state, so there's your numbers again. 8-4. 4 days later, 17, which is 8-8. Ohio, 17th state, where Trump gets his head wound. Anyway, all right, folks, I'm ending the video. Again, I'm uh, I implore you people, I implore you, to the people who are not subscribed to the main channel, I implore you to do it, because you're missing out, and you're going to miss out on future videos that I might, because I do a lot of live streams where I show important information that I cannot upload onto my backup channels. And make sure that you watch part 2 and part 3 of The Beast, because I didn't load those on the backup channels. So make sure you go to my main channel, type into the YouTube search Jurassic Liars Elvis Seattle. Those 4 words into the YouTube search, and you will see my main channel. Okay? Okay, God bless all of you, and I'll leave the video up for at least a couple of days. All right, I'll see you guys hopefully tomorrow. Oh, last thing, just in case you guys don't know, make sure if you want to watch, I'll be talking about it again, but Austin Butler, the guy who played Elvis in the movie, is going to be on Saturday Night Live on Saturday night, right? So make sure you watch it this Saturday, which is tomorrow. For people who live in America, it's tomorrow. Anyway, okay. So, and like I said, I'm pretty sure something they'll be coming up, because they already did something. The one of the band members for the band that was supposed to play on the show that Austin Butler is going to be on got sick, and so they changed the band, and they changed it to Lizzo, who's way more famous than Yeah Yeah Yeahs. I've never heard of him, but people say they've heard of him. But the band was Yeah Yeah Yeahs that was supposed to be on when Austin Butler is going to be on Saturday Night Live, but now it's Lizzo. So anyway, I'll see you guys. I'll give you guys one more minute to finish your conversations, and I'm going to end the video. Yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah, I probably will leave it up, but we'll see. Man, I look like a monster. Anyway, I'm just waiting for any last words before I before I end the video. All right, folks. Yeah, that's it. Hopefully, I got through a few people to go and watch the main channel. Yeah, 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 that's right. I don't know who this Yeah, Yeah, Yeah band is, but whatever. I never heard of them, but like I said, some people said they had. All right, folks. End of video. God bless all of you. Jesus is God. End of video. I'll leave the video up, yes. End of the video. Thank you. Appreciate all of you.